Hey guys, so I have a haul video for you today. After a recent event for us Americans, I figured it would be a perfect time to do a video that I know that we all enjoy and will distract us, at least for a few minutes, while we still continue to wrap our heads around a new reality. First up, I have just a few makeup products. Really quickly, I did go to the drugstore to get a new foundation. I love my CoverGirl 3-in-1 still, but I just used up another tube and wanted to try something else. There's so many foundations out there that I figured it was time to branch out a little bit. I did not get a new foundation, however. I got one that's been around the drugstore for quite a while. I just never got around to trying it. It is the Rimmel Lasting Finish. This has SPF 20. It claims to have 24-hour wear with comfort serum, whatever that means. I am so impressed with this. All the drugstore foundations now are so expensive. This one's about $8, which is nice compared to the other ones, but also this was like 40% off at the time, so I got it for really cheap too. But I'm so impressed with this. The one downside to this is that it doesn't have a pump, so it is a foundation that you do have to pour out on your hand, on a palette or something, but other than that, I'm so impressed. The other two products are from Colourpop. I did place one mini order, just two things, when the Hello Kitty collection came out. I had to get something from the collection just because I grew up on Hello Kitty. I grew up going to the Sanrio stores and the malls and stuff, and so it's just a nostalgic thing for me. I did get the Ultra Satin Lip in Tiny Chum, which is what I'm wearing on my lips today. You'll see a difference in color there. I just want to show you the packaging because it is really cute. It's kind of a foiled blue and red, her signature colors, and then it has her bow like embossed on the sides. It's really cute and very happy with it. And then it does say Hello Pretty, which is funny and punny. Anyway, the packaging itself of the product does have her bows embossed on the cap here. This is the first time ever with a collaboration where Colourpop has done some type of different packaging, which is really cool, and again, another reason I had to get something. So this is a little bit pinker than I was hoping and expecting, but I mean, it's a nice color. I'll still wear it. I did blot it out a little bit when I put it on earlier, but this is Tiny Chum. Lastly, I have not swatched this yet. I just got this in, so I haven't touched it. Kind of wanted to leave it untouched, to be honest, but this is the Super Shock Shadow in Bay. This was sold out the last time I placed an order, so I would have got it earlier, but the reason I picked this up this time was because the Wet n Wild trio that I did the tutorial with has that duochrome shadow, and I want to find as many dupes for it as I can because I do want to wear like that similar look like more often, but I don't want it to be like, hey, but you can't do it because that palette is gone. So this is the blue-brown duochrome shadow, very similar to so many other brands, but I did want to pick this one up to see if it was a dupe. Alright, moving into clothing now. I did go to Forever 21. First thing I got is this hoodie, and can I just say,
it is 81 degrees right now. So I had to close my window and turn off my fan because of the background noise that it makes, but I am dying.
So here's a hoodie that I will not be wearing anytime soon. But the reason I got this was because if you guys have been following me for a couple of years, you know that usually for Halloween I do some sort of DIY hoodie. And this year I was really struggling to find any character for like real inspiration. So I got this hoodie in hopes that I would find a character that was this color. And if not, I would just wear it because I like the color. Now look at this. It's like a taupey mauve. Like, you know, what freaking character would I find that's a taupey mauve? Like, I know, it was against the odds, but I still like the hoodie, so that's good. Next, I got this beanie. I have worn this. In fact, this was part of my Halloween costume. I was like a hipster nerd, and all the kids were like, what is a hipster nerd? And I was like, walk away from me right now. But these are the beanies that, when they're actually sold in the stores, they are folded to look like this, but they're not sewn or anything, so you can totally unfold them and get a really slouchy look, which is my personal preference when it comes to beanies. Not that I can even wear this right now. In fact, just thinking about that makes my head like sweaty, which is TMI. This was about $7. It comes in a lot of different colors. I do have this in an oatmeal as well, which I got last year. It feels exactly the same. So if you were looking for, again, a very slouchy beanie, totally recommend going to Forever 21. As you guys probably guessed, I love olive green, like that beanie. I also got an olive green t-shirt. Believe it or not, I don't think I own an olive green t-shirt. I have a tank top, I have multiple jackets, but t-shirt had to come up at some point. So it's just a very thin cotton t-shirt, and I got a medium, and it was only $9.90. Lastly, for Forever 21, I was in the checkout lane and I saw these socks. I just had to get them. They're crew cut and they're covered in sushi, which I just thought was really cute. So there's that. These also came, I believe, in gray, but I thought this maroon color was prettier, so. Okay, now let's move into the SheIn stuff. Now, a lot of this is for cold weather, so like I said, it makes me like hot even thinking about it, even holding it. But let's just start with the first item, which is this big, thick jacket. It's like faux suede on the outside and like this thick fuzzy shearling stuff on the inside, so it's very warm. I've tried it on, but I won't be wearing this again. Actually, that's a lie. I'll be wearing this when I go up to NorCal, so you know, I have a reason to have this, just not for here where I live all the time. I like this because it does have some motorcycle style details to it. It's got a lot of strappy details like that. It has this side strap and a buckle down here, and it's cool. It does add a little bit something else besides just like a warm jacket. I have a couple tie-dye pieces. The first one being this t-shirt. It is like a gray-blue tie-dye with a little alien patch on the corner, not on the corner, on the, what is that?
What is that region of your body? What would you even call that? I don't want to say on the boob because it's not on the...
This is a nice t-shirt. I like it. It's very Brandy Melville-esque. I'm moving on from that topic. The other tie-dye-esque piece is this hoodie, and I love the coloring of this. I was really worried it was going to kind of look poopy because this color combination can go wrong really quickly, but I like it. The colors are distinguishable enough from each other that they don't blend and make a brown color, which is nice. This is like a maroon, navy, and green combination, which if you wanted to bring that like summer tie-dye vibe into fall, this is the perfect way to do so. Next up, we have a sweater here. This is one thing that, like last time, this is a one-size sweater, and one-size sweaters, I am coming to realize, are very hit or miss and oftentimes can be on the smaller sides, even though they're considered one-size pieces. So this one is a v-neck with that faux choker look, so there it is right there. A cool feature of this sweater though is that it has these zippers on the sleeves, so you can open them up and kind of just have that cool, very random exposure of your arm if you choose to do so. It fits, but it's not what I was expecting. I was hoping it would be a little bit bigger, a little bit more oversized, as I prefer sweaters to be. And anyone bigger than me, I feel like this might be too short or too small in some way or another. So this is a sweater that came in multiple colors though, so if you do like this style and how it fits, then you have plenty of options. Next up, we have a romper. This is so pretty. It looks like something you would find at like, I don't know, Free People or something, but it is, this is more of a pea green, not an olive green. Peas as in the vegetable pea, and more like split pea soup green, not even like fresh peas. I need to stop. But it's pretty. It has a floral print. It is a low cut with a little strap in the middle, so you don't have to worry about exposure of any sort, and then it has a backless feature, so you just have to be aware of what you wear under this. One thing I will say about sizing is that I do feel that this just has a lot of extra fabric up here, so it does kind of like stick out a little bit, as you guys will see in the try-on portion. This is the only thing I've tried on already, by the way. Next up is another thing that just makes me feel sweaty because it is like a very soft, fluffy blanket material, but it's a jacket, which is exciting.
Where's the top?
There's the hood. There we go. So it is like a taupey color. A lot of taupey things happening in this haul, you'll see. And it did come with like a belt thing. I think I stuck it in one of the pockets. Give me a second. Ah, found it. So it came with this like faux leather belt thing that you tie around the waist, which I feel is a very odd feature for this, but I mean, if you want to do it, go for it. Or you can tie this around something else. Next up, we have this hoodie. It is very thin. It's kind of like t-shirt material, so this isn't really going to provide a whole lot of warmth, but in California, you don't really need much. So it's just black, long sleeve. The reason that I got this, honestly, was because it has thumb holes. You guys should probably know by now. A sucker for thumb holes, which that sounded weird. I just like that feature. It's fun. It was a very popular thing when I was a kid, okay? But I never had anything that had thumb holes. Like, as dumb as that sounds, now that I can buy things that have thumb holes, I'm like, why not? Next up we have this lace-up tunic, which I have seen at other retailers. I was surprised to see it on SheIn's site. It does say California on it. As I live in California, I feel that it's okay that I wear this. This is, again, kind of like a taupey color, and I don't know what it is with taupes right now, but I guess it's a very fall-friendly shade. So this is, as I mentioned, a tunic. It is a good length. I don't think this was one size. But like all my haul videos, all sizing information will be in the description box below. So if you're wondering what size I got for any of this stuff, check that out before asking. I got a bralette, and I have to say, I think this might be too small. Like I said, I haven't tried anything else on apart from that romper from earlier, but this is like a lace bralette that has like very, very minimal lining beyond the lace. So this will not provide any kind of support. It is very strappy, and you'll see in the try on, and it has a strap that goes under the bust as well, which is always a fun little detail. Now, something that you will probably find on SheIn's site when you get things back in person is that often when it appears to be like a maroon or even like a berry color on the site, it will just be straight up red when you get it. So just something to keep in mind. First thing is this red sweatshirt. It is cropped and it has these athletic stripes here. I've always liked the athletic look, even though I am not athletic even in the slightest. But again, this was something that I thought would be more of a maroon color, turned out to be red, which I don't mind. I just thought you guys should know that things are not often as they appear. It was way more weirdly profound than I expected it to be. Next is this t-shirt. It is a V-neck cut. The cool thing about this is that it has this knotted front, so it is a little bit cropped up there. Not anything like exposing your skin, but it's just a little nice detail to set it apart from just a basic t-shirt. So there's that. Lastly, for red things that I was expecting to be more of a burgundy color is this dress here. It has buttons going all the way down the front. I can see wearing this for like the holidays and throwing like a nice sweater or something over it, which is honestly probably what I will wear for Thanksgiving this year. But this is just very simple. It also came in blue, but I think blue was sold out in my size, but here is the red one. If you watched my live stream, thank you guys for joining me, by the way. I talked about me not understanding why velvet is coming back into style and whose idea it was in the first place. But I also said that I'm deciding to give it a try. So these are the two items that I decided to give it a shot with. And this first one is a velvet t-shirt that has this like faux choker up here, and then yeah, it doesn't have laces, and it wasn't supposed to come with them either. So you can either buy like suede lace. I have so many things that have suede lace though that I could just transfer it, but I did buy some from Joann's the other day just because I wanted it, and it turns out it's gonna come in handy. So you can wear it totally open if you are daring, but I am not, so I'm probably gonna lace it up, but there is that top. The other velvet piece is this bodysuit, and I really like this color. Again, it's like a silvery taupe, but I just love how the light hits this one. It's really cool. I haven't tried this on, but it is off the shoulder, and I'm not really sure how exactly I'm going to style this, but should be fun trying. Alright, last clothing piece is another bomber jacket. I have to say, I have 3 bomber jackets now from SheIn, and I love all of them. I'm very, very impressed. Would highly recommend all the ones that I have. So if you are looking for a bomber jacket and don't know where to go, definitely recommend the ones that I have and have linked in my videos. So this time around I got a black one. Finally, the other 2 that I have are navy and olive green. This one is a little bit different in that it is quilted. My other ones are just like straight like fabric. This one has gold accents as well. I'm so impressed with the quality of these. These ones are the ones that are a little bit padded, so there is some warmth to them, but they're not going to be like too hot to wear in California. So I really, really like this, and the other ones I have too. If I can find the links to the other ones I have as well, I'll put them below. The last 3 things are accessories. This is my first step into accessories from SheIn, and I have to say I like all of them. I'm very impressed. So the first one is a belt, and this is a style that is very popular right now. I've actually been looking for a belt like this, but just haven't found one. This is kind of like a vintagey, almost westerny looking belt buckle, but I love this. So this is what it looks like totally closed. The difference being from other belts is that this actually has an elastic back. Now, some of the reviews on the site are like, oh, it looks so cheap, I didn't know it was going to have an elastic belt or back. I'm like, first of all, you should have done your research and looked at all the pictures, just saying. But also, I think that's actually a great feature because this is something I'll probably wear high-waisted, right? And so, you know, throughout the day, wearing like a tight belt around your waist can be uncomfortable, so elastic makes it a little bit more adjustable, a little bit more forgiving, and just it's a nice feature to have. So I like that. I don't mind that it's not like belt material all the way around. I really don't think anyone's going to be looking that closely, frankly. So there is that. The last two things I got are chokers. What I love most about these is that these actually fit me as chokers. All the other chokers that I've bought from just regular stores, even on the smallest setting, they're still slightly too big. So they kind of like hang awkwardly. If you guys know what I'm talking about, some of you may have experienced this yourself. This one, on the smallest setting, is actually too small. And it has a good, like, I don't know, what is that, like 3-4 inches of adjustment chain. So you can totally feel free to make this however you want. I really love that because all the other chokers I have tend to be too big. But this one is a trio here, which has like a crochet floral one, a faux leather with this gold pendant, and then a suede tie with these little gold dangly things on the bottom. So sizing wise, I'm happy with it. It has like a very trendy bohemian look to it. This other one also has 3 strands, but they're all the same, which I feel like makes it a little bit easier to wear. This is just 3 suede necklaces with gold, that is not gold, with silver beads on them. And like I said, sizing wise, the smallest setting is too small, so I can actually adjust this, which is great. So I'm really, really impressed with these. Okay, so that is it for this haul video. I hope you guys like this. One thing I did want to mention before I go is that this bralette, which I wore in a lot of the try-on clips for my last haul, is from AdoreMe. And so I kind of wore it today just to be able to be like, hey, this is from AdoreMe. A lot of people were asking, so. Okay, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!